What's good, man? It's your boy E coming at you with some finance solutions. Just trying to drop in here for Power Hour and see what we got going on. And I tried my best to you feel me, get get on at a decent time, bro. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. When you get a little bit older, you can't freaking feel me. It's getting harder and harder to do so much, bro. You feel me? But anyways, I'm here. Let's see what we got going here. I mean, all right. It looks like we gapped up and then faded. Uh, let's see here. 390 50s. Looks like support from yesterday. And obviously we gapped up, faded down, zoom in a little bit. It looks like we're trying to run up a little bit right now. Power hour is always interesting. Tomorrow I'm gonna try to get a full one in. Yeah, so let's check out. Let's get in the trenches for a second. I mean, the SPY is way up here, bro. VWAP's down here. We're over the 9 and the short term. That was the long term at. Oh no, there's my long term. Yeah, I don't have a short term anymore. I'm just rocking with VWAP, the 9 EMA, and the 120. So as of now, I mean, everything's looking super bullish. The Qs are now crossing over VWAP. SPY's already over it. Looking like we're about to see some bullishness heading into the close. Freaking looking pretty bullish right now. Let's see. So what? 398.06. Zoom out real quick. Looks like I have a resistance up here at 399.90s. So, I mean, we probably have room to run up there, although we do have some resistance intraday here. From earlier in the trading period, looks like about 398.90s. 398.70. So, I mean, be looking for a little resistance there. I mean, looking at the like my watch list or the heat map. I mean, look at the Qs, bro. Hold up, we gotta zoom in. No, we're looking bullish right now. Remember though, there's resistance up here. 398.90s and then 399.90s. So I'd be looking for obviously if you were to take a long position or grab some calls, be looking for that to be your first resistance. I mean, looks like we tried to run up here and they sold into it. But looking at this pattern, I mean, it's a 1 minute chart, but still, I mean, even on the 1 minute, you're seeing higher lows getting put in. So let's go to the 3. Yeah, on the 3, obviously the same thing, and the 5. So as of now, I mean, looking rather bullish, especially with the SPY and the Qs now over VWAP. And then on Apple, I redid my charts, so I don't have any indicators on here. I could drop them on there real quick. Moving averages. Getting kind of familiar with this thing. We're going to exponential, a simple, and then an intraday VWAP, and then I just use global, so all my shit matches up like that. There we go. See, I'm learning the platform a little bit, but still, I think I'm trying out TradingView next month. What I do need to do is make sure that they don't auto renew my market data. Then I'll be pissed. All right, so we have our indicators back. And just to check out some of these other charts, let me make sure my hotkeys are working right. All right, so Bitcoin, we'll zoom in on Bitcoin. Let's go to like the 3 minute. I mean, dump. See, there isn't even like any separation on the days on Bitcoins. That thing runs, it's 24/7. But dump. And then we've just kind of been trying to grind our way up. Here's the S&P 500. Let me just make sure this is working right, bro. So I can close my preview. And then there's more than NVIDIA. All right. I mean, obviously, you see the market gap up off the open. The S&P 500 is just going to gap up as well. But like I said, looks like we have some resistance here intraday from today. And I'll call it like right, probably like right around here. 39.99 22s on the S&P 500. Oh, my bad. Yeah, right here. 39.99 22 on the S&P. And then on Meta, same thing. These are 10-minute candles. Let's zoom into the 5-minute. Yeah. So, I mean, if we were to get up here, like above the 120, which it looks like we're on our way there. I mean, I would definitely be expecting some resistance here at 205. Let's call that 205. You feel me? Like right around there, nice round psychological level here. But I mean, from looking at the recent price action, it's not far-fetched that we get up there. Looks like we do have some support down here, maybe 201.60s. I'd be probably more comfortable with this 202, like around 202 flat. Around here. I mean, if we were to come back down here, you feel me? We probably, I mean, buy the dip or, you know, I mean, buy the pullback for a quick scalp on the way up. And also remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any type of equity or derivative or cryptocurrency. FYI. And like I said, basically, bro, like when you're watching the overall market and like these large caps, like for the most part, all the charts are gonna look the same. I'd say like maybe on NVIDIA 264.50s, and then the bottom 263.80s. I feel more comfortable here just because you know, it's acting as support and resistance, and you have a decent amount of volume on this candle. About 600,000 shares. So around here, bottom of the range. But anyways, let's go back to the main chart here. See what we So we did come back up and hit that intraday support resistance I was talking about, at 398. Actually, we didn't even get that high. So the SPY looks like we topped out a little bit, but looking at this wick right here, it tried to fade and they bought it back up. And that there is an intraday level here. So I'll say right around here, 397.50s. Right around here, 397.50. There's a level there, but also there's some resistance right above it. So yeah, I mean, gotta be a little careful there. But looks like they tried to fade and they bought it back up. Look, decent amount of volume here, quarter of a million shares, and then here almost 500,000. And uh tried to break down, but they're buying it back up. Look, you can see it from this wick. Let's zoom in. So tried to break down. All right, they're buying it back up, but now it's looking like it wants to dump. And again, you just have to pay attention to the levels. Good. There was resistance right up there. But what a tank, though. Damn. Well, let's see what happens here. Let's see if we hold this. $309.50s. Yeah, right there. So, I mean, if we hold that, we could possibly see some more continuation to the upside. If not, I mean, I guess fade that thing from an educational standpoint. You know what I mean? You know, zooming in on the 1 minute, obviously, that's not something you want to see if you're trying to go long. But again, there's a support there, that nice psychological level. 397.50s on the SPY, 309.50s on the Qs. Right around here. Right, and you can see like right where we tried to break down the 120 and the 9 EMA, kind of came down and bounced off of it and kept going up. Right around there. And I really need to start using my hotkeys. Or not, I wouldn't call them hotkeys. I'd say shortcuts. Again, I just, for me anyways, when I was trading and using hotkeys, it caused me to overtrade. Like when I was on Dash Trader, like, you feel me? And then with the commissions and everything, and I feel like if you, like, yeah, if you're scalping, I understand hotkeys, but if you feel me, like have a plan, and you feel me, your stop, you feel me, your risk, your price target, and you're trading the right way, like you shouldn't really need hotkeys. You feel me? Because you know, if you have a plan, like you're just basically you're not you're proactive. You're not reactive. So you don't have to hurry up and react to something. You're just basically waiting for the price action to get down to or up to whatever level you have planned out. And then you're just executing. Therefore, you shouldn't, in my opinion, shouldn't really need hotkeys for that. Give me 1 second. Let me check something. All right. My bad. See, this is another strike against this platform, bro. Like, I don't know why it does this, but I don't know if it has something to do with the amount of data or something, but and that's exactly why I'm gonna check out TradingView. Look at that volume coming in. Look at that. Exactly, bro. Yeah, my mind's not made up on this platform yet, bro. But I will say, um, obviously, like I was saying before, bro. Like, eh, I feel like any platform that's not like free and you know what I mean zero commissions is gonna be a cut above any like commission free platform. You feel me? Where you're getting free market data because there has to be like I mean there has to be a drawback, but you know for what I'm paying for market data and stuff, I feel like I shouldn't have any issues. You know what I mean, but it could be a setting. That's I'm gonna the problem is like I've been meaning to go uh like into the settings and like tweak them and stuff, but like how much can you really tweak outside of market hours? Because you can't get a real test because you're not getting like real market data and a large amount of it to see how it is gonna react under normal like regular trading scenarios. You feel me? I don't know. Check out some of these other charts. And it's like Bitcoin ain't doing much of nothing. I mean 27 around 27K on Bitcoin. The S&P 500 basically did the same thing as the other large caps. And you so gapped up, faded. Looks like we had a double bottom down here. I mean, you can also call that like a triple bottom, more like a double bottom here. And then we've kind of been grinding our way up, putting in some higher lows. So look, higher low, higher low. Now, if we hold this level, higher low, but it looks like we're right up underneath some resistance right now. You see all this consolidation off the open with a lot of looks like some decent sized candles and a lot of volume. So right now we're right up underneath that. See that? So it looks like about 39, yeah, 39.90. Right up underneath it. It's acting as some resistance right now. And you see that? Looks like it's actually rejecting off of that level. So I mean, what the S&P 500 does right here is going to have a decent bearing on basically what happens as far as large caps for the rest of the trading period. Are we able to get back above this 39.90 nice psychological level or not? You feel me? This chart's looking like kind of like messy. Oh, I see what it is. I think I have my these trend lines like too thick. Yeah, go ahead and that's a little distracting. Thickness. I mean, as you can see, Meta's above VWAP and the 9 EMA. That's on the 5 minute. And then come back here. If we come back to the S&P 500, look, we broke above that level. So, like I said, that's going to have a huge bearing on what we do for the rest of the trading period, going into the close. And here it is on the 5 minute. So 39.90. We have broken above that. They bought it back up. Nice long wick on the bottom here. Trying to push higher. All right. And then, you feel me? We also have some intraday resistance up here at 39.99 20s. What's the high of day? 4,003.83. 40.03.83. The high of day. Let's go back over here. And like I said, so I'm still watching the S&P 500. It's trying to hold that level of support. It's basically it did break above it. Now it's like turning into a doja candle and starting to look weak. Let's go back for a second so I can show you what I mean. So right here, let's zoom in, look at the 3 minute, see what's going on here. So yeah, we broke above it, but now it broke back down. Like I said, it's gonna have a huge bearing on what happens in the overall market. My homeboy's calling me. Yo,
what's up, boy?
I know what's happening with you.
I'm chilling, man. What you got going on?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling, bro. Like, just over here doing a little bit of streaming, trying to do a little bit of trading. What's happening? You in town?
Yeah, I'm in town right now. I'm coming up from Miami back to my mom's house.
All
I'll
right.
come slide through at some point tonight.
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Are you gonna be home all day? I'll be around.
Yeah. Now, we also have to take into effect. I mean, I guess the stream is using data, but look, you see that? It was attempting to retrieve data at a crucial point where the market was dumping. That is not something that you want to see from your trading platform. Let me just be real with you. You feel me? But again, what I was saying is, I mean, I guess the stream is taking up resources, but bro, like I have gig speed. So that's 1 gig down and up. So data shouldn't be an issue. I mean, I guess, obviously, if you have a VPN or something like that, that is going to affect it. But still, at gig speeds, like, I wouldn't think so. Like, I mean, that's the reason for getting such a high speed. So even with all that other stuff, you still get the data. But, I've seen, and we're dumping. I've seen platforms, do that like in times of very high volatility. You will see stuff like that. But again, you would expect that on like a zero commission platform, bro. Like not something that you're paying for. And look at the S&P 500. What did I say? What we do right here is going to have a huge bearing on the direction of the market. Basically for the rest of the trading period going into power hour. Now, we were chopping around this level, broke above it for a second, and then cracked it. And also cracked the 120. And look, we dumped. So dump, consolidation, another push higher, and then dump again. This is the 1 minute. Let's go to the 3. And I mean, so look, dump, came down here, and notice where we chopped around at. The same spot where we hit resistance and rejected earlier. So, you want to go ahead and call that a level? I mean, key level, I guess. So, it came up here, rejected, faded. Came up here, crossed over it. Came up here, rejected, chopped around, eventually broke down. And now we are chopping around or trying to consolidate and hold this level. 397.20s. Might as well call it VWAP. Again, let's zoom in. Get in these trenches. So, I mean, I would consider this trappy price action, bro. Because look, we're pushing up, then we're dumping. Then we're consolidating, pushing up with the fake out, and then dump. And we come down here, pushing up, but with this wick and this wick, and because we're like fighting with the 9 right around here, like it's trappy. I would consider that trappy, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. And I'm on the wrong chart. See, that's why I gotta have that preview open. Like right here. So that's trappy, bro. Look, push up, dump. Consolidation, push up, dump. Alright, found some support. Now we're pushing up again. But I'll say until we have a clean break above this, it's still trappy to me. Right where we rejected, topped out and rejected. If we don't have a clean break above that, I would still consider that trappy. And then the Qs, I mean, same kind of pattern. Look, we're pushing up. It's hard to call. Look at this volume. Let me make sure I'm on the right chart. And let's check out the S&P 500. So look, right around these levels again, playing around. So now look at that. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, pushing up. But I'll still say, in order to see something different, you want to see a clean break above this right here. Where we rejected last time, where there's some support here, some resistance here, and a rejection here. So it can look bullish all it wants, but until it, breaks above at least this resistance, you're not gonna really see anything different as far as I'm concerned. Now Bitcoin's looking like it's trying to push up here. I mean, that thing dumped though, bro. 27. Where were we at? I mean, we opened at 27.8, right around the same levels as basically the press conference. I think it was 27.8. And then let's check out Meta and Nvidia. I mean, same thing over here. Again, and that's why, again, it's like I can't stress it enough, bro. It's like so important to watch, to try to watch the entire market and find some correlations. I mean, the biggest correlation that I've seen is basically, like all the larger mega caps, you feel me, with the SPY, the Qs, the S&P 500. If you could just watch like the S&P 500, the SPY, the Qs, and like the FANG stocks, you feel me? You should be able to trade with the trend, no problem, when it comes to large caps. Now, it looks like we're dumping. I mean, Meta, but that's a 10-minute. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. And then Nvidia's up there though, bro. I remember at one point Nvidia had broke down decent. So it's very distracting, I think. Thought I changed that. Anyways, so look, Nvidia pushing up. So you can see, like, I don't know, it's just a lot of indecision, but I'm seeing all these wicks on the bottom here, and notice this 265.70s is an intraday level. Right here, look. They tried to dump, they bought it back up, it eventually broke down, then we chopped around, act as resistance, and then some type of support. You feel me? Chopped around again, and now we're down here at this on this level here. Trying to hold it. It tried to break down. Look at these wicks on the bottom. Make sure we're on the right chart, yeah. Uh and they're trying to buy it back up. So crossing over the 9 would be something. Let's zoom in. And Bitcoin is trying to push up. Look, now the S&P 500 has broken clean above that level I was talking about. So now you'd expect to see some bullishness. All right, we broke above it. It's coming back down, but do we hold that? Damn, did you see that dump? Holy crap. They're playing around with that level. That 39.90 and then this 39.91. Let's get rid of some of that. It's kind of distracting. So, I mean, this is a 1 minute chart, but for now, it looks like it's respecting the trend. That's what it looks like on the 3 minute. You can see a little. It looks a little cleaner. And look, there's that same level where we came up and rejected on the spine, the Qs. There it is on the S&P 500. I have some levels here. Like, it looks like we're like trying to dump. Meta just dumped decent. You can see right here. I mean, cracked this VWAP, cracked the 9, now cracked the 120. Looking like it wants to dump, bro. Decent volume coming in. Actually, not really a lot of volume, but the candles look a little imposing there. Now, coming back over here. Look at the S&P 500. Above that level where we rejected at. And putting in a bullish pattern. Higher low, higher low, higher low. Cross over the 9. Now wicking to the upside off the 9. So let's go back to over here to the main chart. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna close this preview. Dude, pushing up again. Pushing up again. Look at Tesla, bro. Decent. Say, what's that? Like, and you feel me? Like, I'm not feeling that. But I think it's a setting though. I don't have time to go in my settings. There's a setting in here where, like, it kind of like calculates the volume or something, and it tries to be more accurate, or it gives you the true volume, but it doesn't have like all the data or something. I don't know. I need to look into that and see exactly what's what. But as of now, I mean, what does it have to calculate back here? Like, why am I not getting my volume? You feel me? See what I'm saying? It's a deal breaker for me, bro. Honestly. Let me say something. See, look. All right. See, on these candles, it's giving it to me. Like, dude, I need the volume on every single one, bro. I need it in real time. Let me try something. See, like, why should I have to go back in and freaking make a new chart to get my fucking up to date volume? That makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. Because then I gotta go back in here and do all this. I'm just saying, bro. Like, these are the things that you gotta take into consideration when you're trying to choose a trading platform, bro. Because then I gotta go do all this. Now, what if I was in a trade, like actively, like freaking day trading? No one has time to do that. And look, again, the same bullshit. I guess when I put it on the 1 minute, it might be the setting, bro. Like, cause I got it on the like there's a couple settings where you can like calculate it or something. Like, I don't know. I want to look into it after trading, after the trading period. I got some time today. What's going on here? Chart's wrong. All right, let's go ahead and lock that. And let's go to 3 minutes for a little more clarity in logic. Well, look at that. Now that's one thing I do like. See how the volume, like, it had like the overlapping volume where you could see the buying with the selling on top of it. Now that's interesting. That seems like that's something that could be beneficial when you're like when you're trading. You feel me? Like intraday. And I've seen someone else's charts with that. Forgot whose video I was watching. And I was like, damn, how do I get that? But they were trading futures. Now, uh, quick side note, like one thing that's interesting about this platform or brokerage is I can trade futures and all that, and I believe you could trade the indices around the clock. So that's interesting. So I mean that's you feel me? I guess one in the IB column, but again, like it would still be IB. I'd just be using a different charting platform, which would be TradingView. All right, so we got about 30 minutes to market closed right now. And I mean these are 3 minute candles. Let's go to the 5 just so we can kind of get a clearer view of what we got so far in power hour. And as of now, the top of the range uh, was met early in the trading period, and then we kind of bottomed out down here and kind of been grinding up for the rest of the day. Going into power hour, I guess you're gonna say like, and look, here's like around lunchtime. You see how it's just like trading sideways, no clear direction. That's why I kind of like to stay away from that midday trading. And then we kind of started running up, but now we're dumping decent. Look at that, bro. That's a nice dump right there. Look at Tesla, bro. Whoa, seen that? And we're just looking, bro. Look at this. So the S&P 500, like crack that 39.90s. We're way down here now at the 120 trying to break that. We actually breached it, but they bought it back up. But I mean, that's looking bearish right there, bro. I must say, ever since we hit this 39.97, dump, sideways, dump, fake out, dump. And that's what I mean by trappy. You feel me? That price action's trappy, bro. Look at that. You know what I mean? Like, ran up, then dumped, traded sideways, looked like we were going to push higher, then dumped, and then ran up, then dumped. But, you feel me? The underlying theme is we're stepping down. And that is what I mean when I say the price action is trappy. I mean, Bitcoin's just fading as well. Not a lot of volume on it today. I guess we'll go to like the 10-minute. Look at this thing. Now look, dump, and then we're coming down here and pushing up again. But I wouldn't trust it, bro. Like, look at this. It's trappy, bro. Is that trappy or what? Trappy, dude. And then over here, make sure we're on the right screen. And you can kind of see it. Same thing on Meta. Look, topped out, sideways. Looked like we were gonna push higher, then dumped to a lower level, put in some higher lows, dumped to a lower level, and been stepping down. And now we're looking like we're pushing up again. But again, like if we don't get above like here in the 120, like I wouldn't trust it. Look. Look. Trappy, bro. And Nvidia, basically the same thing. And you're gonna see the same thing on, you feel me, all the large caps, mega caps. Just get back over here, bro. See what we got. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to get my damn volume, bro. Ugh, I want to see that. Again, like I don't want to like be too negative about the platform before I do all my due diligence, because again, it could be a setting. All right, again, bro, like I don't care what setting you have it on. If you have volume on your chart, you should be able to see the individual candles and the volume they entail. Just again, bro, like I said, I'm testing it out still, bro. I haven't made up my mind yet. I feel like when you're trading, I mean when you're changing, you feel me? Uh, you know, platforms like trading and charting platforms and execution, like that's a major it's a major decision, bro. You have to be thorough with it. Do your due diligence. That's all I'm doing. Now the cues are giving me something. See how that one's yellow? Is it the Doja candle? See, that makes sense. It means there was no clear winner between the. Damn, you see that? Oh, we're pushing up. All right, let's go over here. Again, though. Oh, man. Look at Meta. So it came down here and chopped around 202.90s. I mean, it's called 203, I guess. Again, that's a 1 minute chart though. Look at this thing on the 5. Yeah, 203s. You can clearly see 203 on the 5 minute. But again, and look at the 5. You could clearly see that. Let me see if I can do it like this. Put me a trend line in here. Okay, it works. It works. 203. You can clearly see it. Right here. Reject right there. Crossed over it. Caught a bid off of that. Came back down. Chopped around. Didn't break down that 203. So decent level on Meta. 203. Acting as support right now. As you well know, those are interchangeable. Or if you don't know, now you know. Support and resistance are interchangeable. And I mean, they work until they don't. Meaning no support or resistance or any levels, key or otherwise, are guaranteed to work. You feel me? But what I will say is the strongest levels are gonna come off higher time frames, with more volume on the particular level or candle. And look at the S&P 500. Look, it's playing around, bro. That's what I'm saying, though. That's trappy, bro. Look, run up, dump, consolidate, little push, reject, dump, lower than where we try to find support. Push up, and I mean, obviously, if you're watching this and you're watching the levels intraday, you know that this was the level here because we chopped around it and it was support for, you feel me? I don't know what, like 15 minutes, you know what I mean? Half hour, whatever. So as you see this and you see it start to run up, I mean, you gotta at least be suspecting that we're gonna have some problems here, and it may be resistance, and we could possibly reject, and that's exactly what you've seen. And then just dump even lower, and then another push up, and it's looking like we are going to keep dumping and keep this trappy price action pattern going into the close. I mean, on the 3 minute, you can kind of see it clearer. I mean, a lot clearer. Look. Stepping down. The 5 minute. I mean, obviously, more logic on the 5 minute. But if you're, doing some intraday, day trading or, day trading options or scalping them, sometimes you got to get down in the trenches, bro. And look at that. Trappy, bro. Let's go over here, bro. That's a trappy, dog. So just from what I see so far, just dumping, going into the close. Get rid of that. I feel like we're not gonna be back up there for the rest of the trading period. Now I could be wrong. But from what it looks like so far, I don't think so. Looking too trappy. Them boys in the trap, bro. You feel me? What a nice fade, though. Let's see something. So this is the top of the range for today. And look. I mean, look right here. chopped around it, kind of held up for support for a little bit, but then not the last trading period, but the period before that. Look, same level, top of the range, on the 23rd. So look right around here, 398.60s, 398.50. So boom, boom. So when you see us coming back up here and trying to test it, and I just seen a dump, bro. Oh, we gotta zoom in. I seen a dump on the S&P 500 out my peripheral. This thing, it dumped decent, but they bought it back up. And look, we're fading. Look at that wick. That, and whenever it pushed up, they're selling it. They're selling into it. And you could see like wick, wick. But I mean, Doja candle, indecisive. But right after that, a lower low and a lower high with a nice long wick on the top. And then this little bullish candle, but then indecisive. You feel me? But then lower low, lower high, stepping down. And then, wick, bearish wick. You feel me? This is like more wick on the top than bottom. So I would consider that bearish, especially if this candle is opening below the previous candle. And look at that, just dumping, bro. What did I say, bro? It was trappy, bro. What did I say, man? And then, I mean, I'm also watching Success, bro. Look, if I see this thing just stepping up, you feel me? And putting in higher lows. Look at that pattern on Success. Look at that. So if you see that, more than likely the market's bearish, especially the semis. So look, 396.50s. So the 396 puts right now are 17 cents, 18 cents. Remember, 396 puts are 18 cents right now. Now they're 20 cents, 21 cents. That's on the SPY. A lot of volatility. It's the 10 minutes of terror, bro. Duh. Look at that, bro. Like up and down, bro. I told you it was trappy looking. Look at Apple, bro. Look at this fucking dump right here, dude. Bro, like, I want to see the volume, man. Like, it's just pissing me off. This is ridiculous right here, bro. Not to do this. See? Look, 300,000 shares on that dump right there. You know what I noticed? When I take off some of the indicators, like it gives me more data on the candles easier. You feel me? Like I need indicators on it. I mean, I don't need them, but I like to have them. But so what was I saying? The 396 puts, now they're 13 cents. It's because we're bouncing. But there's 8 minutes left. Look at that push. So now those 396 puts, bro, are only worth freaking 5 cents, $5. They're about to be worthless. No, they're worth 6 cents, 7 cents. But again, we've seen this before, bro. We've seen this before, bro. Look at the S&P 500 pushing up decent. We've seen that push here in the dump, kind of push here in a dump, push here in a dump, push here in a dump. So, I mean, if past behavior is an indication of future behavior, you would see a push and another dump. Again, bro, like, one thing about it, nothing's guaranteed in the stock market. Nothing's 100%. All you can do is try to find what's working, and also have some charts here on the bottom. You can't see them. Now, remember what I said. This past behavior indicative of future behavior. Push up, dump, push up, dump, push up, dump. And that was a decent dump. Because there's a level right there. It chopped around a little bit, but then dumped even more. Trappy. Then another kind of push up, then dump. So now we've seen a push up. A more bullish push towards the upside. But that could also just mean a more bearish dump to the downside. You feel me? And look at that. Look at that. I mean, Meta's holding its own over here, but trying to hold that level, that 203 was a solid level for a minute, but we just cracked it. So that means it might be dumping time. And again, bro, like look at that thing on the 1 minute. Bro, I'm telling you, the last 10 minutes, bro. Oh, shit. Let me lock my fucking chart. Oh, excuse me. Lock my chart up. Look at that, dude. Look, we cracked 203. Anyone that was watching that, you feel me? Like, had their finger on the trigger waiting for us to crack that so they can fade it. I mean, man, that thing worked decent, bro. Look at this. Is past behavior indicative of future behavior? I mean, looking at this chart, I would say yes. And look, now we're just stepping down. What's the low? Now the low's way down here, which just happens to be previous close. Now, I don't think we're gonna get all the way down there, but I have seen stranger things happen. All right, let's get back over here. Okay. Now, what was I saying about those 396s? Okay, they're back up to about 20 cents. But you know, those are same day expirations. So like, you know, every minute that goes by, they're worth less. But as of now, they're back up to 20 cents. If this thing keeps fading and gets down to, let's go to the 1 minute. We have 4 minutes left of the trading period. So we go to 30-second candles. Look at that dumping. All right, now they're back. They're back above 20 cents now. Or they were for a second. Dude, I don't feel comfortable watching 30-second candles. I'm sorry. Look, volume 2.8 million. It's a battle here because it's like a doja candle so far. Tried to dump. They're buying it back up, but looks like there's more selling than buying because this bar is red. See, look right here. See how it's red and then it started turning yellow. Like, I like that because it kind of can give you like look, we're stepping down. And then let's look at the S&P 500 real quick. I'm just gonna leave my preview open. I gotta figure out a way I have a little hotkey set up to switch to a different monitor. But the thing is, when I have my preview closed, I'm just not sure which monitor I'm on. Oh man, look at Meta. Dumping, bro. Like 203 is way up here, bro. So anyone that was watching that and grab some 203 puts, oh man, print it. Look at that thing, dude. We're dumping, bro. Ain't gonna lie, dude. Look at that. Trappy, dog. Trappy, bro. I know what trappy price action looks like. That's okay. If I don't know anything else, I don't know what trappy price action looks like. Look at Meta. Just freaking 203. Like, now about to hit 202. Look at the S&P 500. And look, we got 1 minute left. Let's go back to the main chart for the grand finale. And now the 396s are 25 cents. Even same day expirations with no intrinsic value. It's all extrinsic. Now they're 30 cents. Moment. So right when this thing bounced up and they were like down to 5 cents, could have loaded up on those. You feel me? 5 cents, $5 each. Buy a ton of them. You know what? 10 of them would be $50. 100 of them would be what? $500. And even from here, I mean, down now we're bouncing, but look, market's closed. But from there, when they were 5 cents, all the way down here to 30 cents. So I mean, 25 cents you would have made on each one, which is $25 on each one. So 100 of those, 25, oh, that'd be 2,500. I guess. I mean, my math could be off. Seems like 2,500. But yeah, I mean, that's market close for you, bro. Go back to the 5 minute, I guess. Not much to see here anymore. Let's like take a look at some of these charts real quick. Bitcoin gave back some, then tried to come back and gain it back, and gain back about a third of it. But look at that. The S&P 500. This is the 5 minute. And look. Hopefully the air conditioner isn't making too much noise. But chopped around. Obviously off the open, you're gonna have volatility. But then once that range gets put in, which we tested the top today, we're just chopping around, staying around the bottom for most of the day. Came back up, played with it for a little bit, but eventually just topped out and rejected. And I've said that on my channel plenty of times. Like, it's obvious, but, you know, it might not be for a lot of people. You know, you see the price action, you know what I mean? Like, topping out for an extended period of time and refusing to go higher. Like, for instance, these are 5 minute candles. So you can say what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, about an hour plus, just topping out and wicking and refusing to go higher. We are going to eventually hit that resistance and reject. So be watching that. You know what I mean? Watching the S&P 500 and also like the SPY and the Qs and like some other large caps. And you feel me? Just figure out, you know, what you feel comfortable trading. And you just have to, you know, watch the levels, bro. It's like have your plan ahead of time, bro. Shouldn't be jumping in chasing. You should you know what I mean, have some levels and just be waiting for the price action to get to your level. and then execute. If you're not doing that, then you're basically just, you know what I mean? Your risk to reward isn't there, and you're basically just gambling, bro. To be quite honest with you. And I mean, everyone's guilty of that at some point in their trading journey. I mean, it's a journey, bro. It really is, bro. I mean, this is. Man, I guess let's look at the 10. So off the open. Well, this isn't even open. Yeah, off the open, gap up and tested the top of the range. Never got back there. And those are like, you feel me? Like some of my favorite setups, kind of the trade. Like went off the open, we're like we gap up, but we're bullish off the open, and we test the top of the range first, and we top out and refuse to go any higher. Those are like my favorite setups because we kind of already know where the top of the range is. Once you see us like breaking down, especially like if you take a look at Apple right here, tested the top off the open. Oh, look at this candle right here. Look. So indecisive, and then pushing up. But look at this candle. It's a doji candle, but bearish because there's a lot more selling going on than buying. And then after you see us topping out, and then we freaking break down, and then you see us top out, so you know there's like some type of resistance there. And then once we break down previous close, and you see this wick, we've already tested the top of the range. So it's a pretty safe bet to fade from up there. I mean, there's a lot of other things that go into it, but I mean, look, off the open, we've already gapped up. So we're already up, towards the top of the range. Then we push a little bit higher and then top out. I mean, pretty safe bet to fade from up there, bro. In my opinion. Again, like I said, bro, like, no one has a crystal ball, first of all, except for, who has a crystal ball, right? No, there's people, no, I take that back. And some people do have a crystal ball. And look, I'm not afraid to say when I made a mistake. You feel me? People do have it. Who has a crystal ball? If you don't know who has a crystal ball, bro, like then you're not taking this serious. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. If you don't know who has a crystal ball, bro, you're not taking this serious, bro. You need to get in the lab, bro. Honestly, look at that previous close. That's why previous close is such a important level to pay attention to. Because look, topping out resistance, then off the open support ran up, broke back down, then resistance. You feel me? And then even going back, look at even going back, that previous close is still a significant level. Even before it became previous close. So that's interesting. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Can anyone tell me who has a crystal ball? Does anyone know? Does anyone know who has a crystal ball? No one knows? You don't know, I ain't telling you. Feel me? I mean, it's just dumb. Could have watched that. I mean, and basically, uh, faded any large or mega cap, bro. And that's why, I mean, I still trade like small caps and stuff, like off the watch list. And keep in mind, I still do have got that watch list, bro. Patreon, bro. Decent, decent info. I'm actually gonna go in there and lower the price on it, even though it's an amazing value. But I'm gonna lower it because, you feel me, with inflation and everything, bro. What chart are we on? All right, one more time, bro. Bitcoin. Here's Bitcoin. And looking like it's gonna keep fading. Here's the S&P 500. I mean, didn't get back down to the lows in previous close, but looking at this pattern, looking like we may continue to fade after hours, maybe gap down. And you can't see Google, it's all the way down there. I'm gonna figure out a better way to get all these charts on here. You know, I honestly feel like that's enough. I'm just gonna probably watch some different. Tomorrow I'm going to try to get a full day in, go over the watch list and everything. You feel me? I'm getting some text messages here in my back. Dang, I'm telling you, bro. I already know she freaking has allergies, bro. My daughter has crazy freaking allergies, bro. Like she was allergic to like egg, all type of other stuff, bro. Like molds. Oh man, that should look crazy. That yeah. And then, bro, like all the bull crap that they're putting in the food and products today, bro. Like the kids probably have even more allergies, bro. Like, it should look crazy. My girl just sent me a picture of it from the doctor. Okay, so yeah. But anyways, man. Oh, and let's look at this heat map. Mm-mm. So AMC, I mean, okay, up to 2.25%. Amazon barely up, but still in the green. Boeing, you feel me? Up, what's that? $3 or 1.5%. Snapchat, yeah, up 1.75%. SoFi, up 1%. Success, you feel me? Up 3.5%. I guess the S&P 500 is basically flat. I don't know why it's gray because it says up 6 because that's basically flat. That's why. And I mean, looking at the chart, you can see it. Look, previous close or whatever was here, and look, or just here that's really like nothing. That's why it's gray and basically flat. The S&P, I'm sorry, the SPY up $1.50 or about 0.75%. Everything else is red, including the Qs. That's strange, right? The Qs are red on the day, but the SPY eked out green. The hell? How do I get that back off? Oh, okay. Get this back over here. All right. Oh my god, bro. Sorry. Trying to get this back right. Still not right. Let's lock that. Damn. As for like this next hour now, I think the food one is getting like raised bumps and shit before the lady walked away. Before it was this bad, she said she looked pretty allergic. I can't imagine what she's going to say when she gets back and sees this. They're testing for 70 foods. Said the ones on the right are the negative controls to see what she's not allergic to. Okay. Yeah, bro. She's got some major allergies. Damn. Tell me. Yeah. I mean, that's serious too because, you know what I mean? Kids are allergic to stuff or anyone for that matter, bro. Like, eat the wrong thing, bro. And it could be very bad for you. Like, and you also as you get older, you can develop allergies. You feel me? All right, so one more time, bro. Just would double check that we're on the right track. Yeah. That always gets me paranoid because I don't want to be like talking about something and we're not looking at the same thing. Remember, here's metal. You feel me? Opened way up here at what? 206, basically. Previous close is 206. Got down as low. The low of day was 201. Ended the day at 203. And I guess that 204 was at the level when I was watching, or was it 203? So it got back there to 203. All right, Nvidia opened or previous close was 267. High of day was 270 flat. Decent. Low was I had to do something with my contrast. It's hard to see. 263.68. And then successes down here. We already went over that. Coming back to Bitcoin and the S&P 500. 27,062. I mean, what is that though? It's obviously not the high. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely not the low. I guess Bitcoin moves different. Now on the S&P 500, the high was 203.80s. All right. The low is 39.70.50. Close to the previous close. Google, I guess I could drag it up. High of day was what, 105.40s. Low 102.60s. And back over here. High day on the SPY was 398.90s. 92 to be exact. The low is 395.50s. So some range to trade on. Not a lot, but enough. Definitely enough range to trade off of. The Q's 312.70. High, low 307.89. And look how close these are getting. I mean, the SPY the SPY has a couple more bad days, and tech is strong, bro. These things could get like close to the same price. Now on Apple, 160.77 was the high. The low was 157.80. Some range to trade off of, especially if you're using leveraged instruments. And then Tesla, Tesla always gives you decent range and volatility. For instance, the high was 197.40 and the low was 189.90s, so almost a $10 difference. Not exactly, more like 9, but still. Right, 197 to 189, more like 8, but still, that's a lot of range to trade off of. And if you're even on the 10-minute, for instance, look, you're watching this thing and we've already gapped up. All right. Now we're topping out here. And then with these wicks, oh, it worked good that time. So look, topping out here for what? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. About 40 minutes, almost an hour. You see us topping out, especially with a bunch of wicks on the top and just refusing to go higher. That would be an elevating factor to possibly recognize that this is the top of the range and that you could possibly fade this thing down. Especially with the leveraged product. So 197. So like when we're up here, like grab like the 197 puts when we're trading up here at like 197 20s or 30s or whatever one of these is. You know what I mean? Have them things ready. You see it's topping out. You feel me? So the topping, elevating factor to sell the rip. Also the fact that we've already gapped up. You feel me? And we're topping out. That would be another elevating factor to fade and sell the rip from up here. Also, nice psychological level. 197 flat would be a third elevating factor to go ahead and sell the rip from up there. And then if we zoom out, when in doubt, zoom out, you can see that going back several trading periods, not just on this day, but on a few previous days, this was a significant level acting as either support or resistance with a lot of consolidation around these levels. So that would be what, a fourth elevating factor to possibly go ahead and sell the rip. And then let's go to the daily chart. Wait, hold up. Let's see something. What were we on? The 15-minute? All right, what was that level? 197 flat, right? Yeah, about 197 flat, 196.90s. Let's call it 197. So now we go to the daily and look at what's going on at that 197 level. Right around here on the daily. $197. Which there's a way to type in. See, on Fidelity, on their Active Trader Pro, you could like click on the level. Let's get rid of this, bro. And then like type in the exact price that you want it. And then it would move there. It's like hard for me to get this on the right level. 197. Something around there. Then the next step would be to go out to the daily. Let's get rid of then you go out to the daily and then cross-reference that level. So look, obviously this was today, but right here, got up there but rejected, chopped around it, broke above it, came back down, was at the top of the range on this day as well. Kind of resistance on this day, but look, reject, wicking off of that, reject, support off the body, reject, you feel me, support, then coming back over here, look, ran up, rejected, selling off, support, came back up here, topped out, rejected, you feel me, then over here, depending on how far you want to go back, even right here, look, October of last year, support, and then November of last year, resistance, reject, coming over here, 2021. So like that's a significant level off the daily. So again, another elevating factor to possibly fade that thing from up there. And these are the things that you need to be taken into consideration when you're trading, in my opinion. But again, bro, like anything I say is it's not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any equity, leveraged product, you know what I mean, derivative, or cryptocurrency. For educational purposes only. And that's because I don't have a crystal ball. Now, if I was that person that had that crystal ball, then I could just come out and say, yes, this is financial advice. But I don't have a crystal ball. I protect the platform, bro. But anyways, man, it's your boy E coming at you with some finance solutions. Wait, hold up. Let's look at let's look at some of the tickers I had on the watch list this morning. Oh look, First Citizens are gonna buy a majority stake, or at least a big portion of SVB. That's interesting. So there could be a trade there. All right. Now before market open, like the most talked about stocks and tickers on social media, basically, or in the retail space, was we had a couple. FRC. Look at that thing. I mean, it's holding the support down here, and look, boom, support, support, chopping around, consolidating, gapped up with the rest of the market. Obviously, I mean, unless you're trading pre-market or you're in this thing from the day before, uh, you just have to fade it. And what a nice little fade. So that was on there. AI. So pushed up on decent volume. 1.5 million shares. And then you feel me, like got above previous close, but then like broke back down, but kind of consolidated and then found some support down here, right around the levels as the previous day. I'd say right around here, 2470s. Right there. And then, so look, 1, 2, 3, triple bottom. You can see the triple bottom a little clearer here. That George W, the inverse George W. When George W is just a double bottom. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then nice rip to the upside from 2470s up to 25, almost 26, and eventually hitting the high of day of 2604. So definitely a trade there. I mean, Nvidia was on there. I mean, nothing. I mean, Nvidia is always on it. Like, dude, did I type in the right thing? Hold on, let me do it like this. The hell? There we go. I don't know what all that was. I think it was like features and all that. I mean, in Nvidia, definitely some range and volatility to trade off of. I mean, 5 minute candle, so off the open, nice push, then step down, but maintaining support. 266.75, then a nice push up with decent volume, 1 million shares, 1.1 off the open, about uh 500,000. And then right here, another about 1 million shares. Look at that candle though. So what? What are we talking about here? 266.70s all the way up to 270. Decent range to trade if you're down about that dip off the open. And I mean, after 15 minutes, yeah, range should be put in at least temporarily. And then I mean, trade this thing both ways. That's the beauty about uh trading within the range. You could have caught that thing to the upside, then seen it topping out, and then faded it. Look, from 269.60s down to almost a low 263. So I mean, whew, decent little range off that. So yeah, that was off the watch list. Here's another one. What is DV? I'm on the wrong chart. Wait. Oh, Deutsche Bank. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, the banks are volatile. Look at that thing, gapped up with the rest of the market. But guess what? Yeah, Deutsche. That thing freaking gapped up and just stayed up, dog. The only one that was in that, you feel me? I mean, go back. Hold up. 30-minute candles here. Yeah, hourly candles here. I mean, as high as 1350s. Now, that's another thing about this platform now. Like, look how much data you can put. Like, how many candles. Like, this is hourly candles going all the way back to, you feel me? It's pretty far back. It's a lot of data. Yeah, but gap down when the banks were freaking having to get bailed out, grinded his way back up, then gapped back up, and look, just maintain that all day. That's impressive. All right, and then we had another one on there. I've traded this one before. Pax Medical. Gapped up with the rest of the market. And basically maintained the gains and actually pushed higher. Kind of faded a little bit with the rest of the market, but then grind it back up. Nice little small cap to trade. You feel me? No options on that though. But yeah, that thing held on a little bit too. So yeah, it's very confusing. I will say, bro, like this platform gives you like decent some data. What I'm not liking right now is it seems like uh my watch list and everything came unsynced. Little stuff like that, bro. Keep your eye on when you're trying to pick up platform. And that's what I mean. Look, see, I get all the data on my candles like that. But for some reason, when I go to adding indicators, like my 9, my 120, and more importantly, VWAP. Like it seems like it has trouble sometimes. But again, it could be a setting, so we don't want to bash it too much. But anyways, man, it's your boy E coming at you with some finance solutions. If you learned anything or found any value in the content, don't be afraid of the like button, or even maybe subscribe, hit the bell, and get the hell over to my Patreon and Discord to sign up for that daily morning briefing and watch list, which, by the way, gives you that edge, brethren. Peace. And also, I'm going to be back on doing some gaming. I bought a new game yesterday. You feel me? But peace.